Hey everybody, welcome back to another video right here. So, big day. Parts finally showed up. This one washer. I've been waiting for 3 weeks now or more for this to show up, and it's finally here. It doesn't look like much, but let me just show you. So, here's my transmission, still sitting here. Um, Everything's ready to go back in. It's just been waiting for this washer. So originally, um, this washer was installed, and it was just kind of laying in there. But it's been allowed to spin on its own, which isn't great because it wears on both sides. This one is the correct one. As you can see, it's a little, same size, a little different. But once you put it in, it locks itself in place, so it doesn't move at all. That's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, and that was only for transmissions from like 64 to 69, I believe, maybe 70. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's the washer. So we can I'm gonna put a little assembly lube on there. A little special, just using that transmission assembly treatment. So yeah, it's really like honey. Yeah, that's gonna go on there, and then I can install my pump, and then figure out my end play. So I have to get my dial gauge set up, and what I'm looking for end play is anywhere between 8 thou and 45 thou. So once I get it installed, everything, measure it. If it's within spec, I can run with it. If not, I'll have to pull it out, and then you can either replace these washers that go on the end of the pump here, a combination of those and these different spacers that will replace this. So yeah, I'm going to measure this one, see if one of those matches up. I might as well replace that too. That's been in there for 40 years, so no point. It might be brittle, who knows. But yeah, I'll get this all installed and set up, and I'll come back when I'm measuring end play. Well, I screwed up. So I'm so mad right now, I can barely speak. I pulled the pump out to put my other washers in, and it slipped out of my hand and fell, and it broke one of the rings around here. There's the piece. So now I need to order more parts to fix this ring. This stupid ring. I waited for 3 weeks for that other washer. I am so I am so mad right now. I'm trying not very hard not to swear. But yeah, I gotta go. I'm done for the day. I've had enough. So I will pick this up whenever I get some frickin' parts in. All right. So it's 3 days later. It's calmed down. Tried to relax after that last little snippet. Ordered some parts, went outside, yelled at the wind, cursed out a squirrel, flipped off a groundhog, emotionally abused all the wildlife in the neighborhood. So that kind of stuff made me feel a little better. Yeah, but we're back. So today I am going to, I don't have any transmission parts. I had to reorder. I might do a whole other video on just what I found with that transmission, because there's been a few little things, extras I had to buy with that rebuild kit too. So, but as you can see here, I don't have my rear window trim on yet. So I did paint it. But yeah, I have all the bracketry ready to go on. I just have to really install it. So I might as well do that today, because I want to do that before I do any paint correction. And you can see a little, oh, it's dirty. Car's a little dirty. You saw this, yeah. But there is some orange peel on here, so it's not bad. I don't know if you can see that in the reflection or not. But I do have some stuff coming, so I can just maybe give this a polish. I don't know if I'll wet. I'm gonna give it a shot. Just gonna do maybe a cutting compound to see how it looks. And if that doesn't look good, I'll have to do a wet sand on everything. It's not the end of the world. So, like I said before, I've made this car way too nice now. So now I gotta do it. What are you gonna do? So yeah, I'll get the trim out, show you the brackets, and show you how they go on, I guess. All right, so here are all the pieces. As you can see, these are the trim pieces that go around the window. This is what lays on the bottom, and this goes on the top. So yeah, so basically, you can see, I believe this goes right here. Yeah, just like that. That piece goes around the top. So the bottom gets held on by all these clips. So that slides into the groove on the back. So your top piece goes on. It's just screwed into place, I believe. And then, yeah, it's just screwed in. And then your bottom is held on with these brackets. These side pieces go on last. You can see they just kind of overlap. Kind of holds everything in place. The big ends, these big clips, are for the bottom of these. You can see the two holes right there on each side, and then just the bottom here. So I just have to figure out how this actually fits on. I took it off a long time ago, so just have to see where it fits, I guess. Put those clamps on and see where the holes line up. Just have a lip on there, so I guess that may rest on that window part or not. Not real sure. I do remember there being like rubberized, some type of sealant around. I don't think, it really doesn't matter if it was underneath these along the edge. Like this is all put in, and whether it was, I don't know, from the factory like that, it's all rubberized around, like sealed around the window, so it shouldn't go in there. I do have some strip caulk I can put around each of these holes just to keep the water out, so I figure when it cinches down it should make a seal, and it shouldn't get any water going in. Nothing's going to go in on the sides or the top or anything like that. There are trim clips. I don't know if you can see. Hold on. You can probably see a little better now. There's some trim clips up top that hold that top trim piece in place. Yeah. So I guess I can get started. I'll try that top piece, see how things fit, and then work my way down. Okay, so this top piece is being a bit of a dick. You can see there's a notch on each end that kind of slides in to a spot, and it fits in fine. Just these clips doesn't want to take it. It's almost like there's too much of a bend to it. It only goes on one way. I feel like this is a two-man operation, maybe. It sure would help if there was two people. Yeah, like someone was over there pushing on it. Or maybe I'm not getting it in with the clips. Or if the car was lower, that would probably help too, because I can't quite get over it. So, I do have a stool around here. Where the hell did it go? Right. All right, let's try this. All right. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, didn't work. Whoop. That tire spins, don't step on it. I just give it a little bend here. Without snapping in half. Doesn't want to bend at all, so. If I do that, and the clip, and the clip. No. I almost need to do one side, get it screwed in, and then come back and do this other side. So that side seems to be in okay. Once that's held in place, I'll get the bottom put on and work my way from right to left, I think. Okay, I'm just going to put some of that strip caulk around each one of these holes. I'm just doing a circle around them. Make sure it seals up. Don't get any water going through. Okay, you can just use this to seal up any holes you have in like firewall or wherever. Just comes in strips like that. I think it was $20 for like, I don't know, like 100 feet or something. It was fairly reasonable. You get lots of it, so any random holes you have you don't want water in, you can put this in it. So I'm just going around the edge. I did clean this up a little bit before. It's got all the dirt on it. I didn't realize how dirty everything is. There. So hopefully this should keep the water out. And I put those pieces on, it should suck that down and flatten it out and just be absolutely perfect. Okay, so I have my clips in. So these are all in the wrong spot, so I gotta make sure I kind of get in the right, it's easier to get in the right place before you start. Can slide them around pretty easily, so do that right there, right there. And this is going to flip over like this, but hopefully they're all spaced out fairly evenly. Oh, almost got it. Right there. Right there. In. There we go. So that's that. So I can shimmy back and forth a little bit. So I'm going to get my right hand piece, the passenger side piece all set up, and we'll get that put on as well. Okay, so I've got that on there. So I put a little strip caulk around each of the posts as well. And this side has it screwed in 3 spots. There's also these standoffs that you have to put in. So this one just kind of slides into place just over the hole. And then same thing, this one, these are identical, they're just kind of like a bow tie, and they just kind of slide into place. And that's it. And they should just fall right into place here. Nope, it didn't fall right in all. I gotta move this over. There's a little spring on the back of this one as well, just to keep some tension on it, so it's easy to move around. That should be right here, hopefully. There. Doesn't look too bad. I'm going to put some screws on that side just to, and then slowly snug it up. Yeah, or maybe I'll put one at the top. It's not going to move, I don't think. So we'll put one in there too. See what we got. There. So I'm just going to snug in the top. That. Get that in there. So it just overlaps the other one. So then I'm going to snap that other side down. So that should hold this in place. And then I may have to still loosen this off and slide it back and forth if the other side of the trim doesn't cover it. So we'll give that a shot. Oop. Now it likes to pop out. Oh, okay. We'll have to get the other side ready and do that. Okay. How to do this without scratching anything? I'll carefully set this here. Hold that. Hopefully that lines up. Yep. Alright. See the hole. I'm not going to tighten these up 100% just yet, in case I need to make an adjustment here. I think I might just a little have to slide everything that way. There we go. Nice and easy. There. Okay, so I can start putting some nuts on the bottom and yeah, finish tightening my screws and that's it. So I need a ratchet. Okay, let's see. See what I'm doing down here. Just gonna get this last screw here. The last nut, I should say. There. There. Looks like everything kind of okay, I think. Not gonna fly off anyway. There. That's it. It's got some handprints on it. But that is the rear trim. So it came stock, black, like that. It's kind of, you can see the kind of pattern on it, but yeah. One thing I really like is how this trunk turned out. It's just so nice. It opens, just turn the key, and it's such a good feeling. Nice and easy. So simple, it latches. God. It's the small things, you know. You don't have to fight with it. Here's my hood. I got it adjusted kind of okay. Yeah, I haven't decided. So, I added that to the front. It's not completely fastened yet. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I bought it because I saw it in some photos. I'm like, man, that looks really good. I think I like it. It really needs to be on the ground just to see, because it doesn't look, it's hanging up in the air, so it's not as squat as it should be. So I just want to see how it's going to look. I haven't drilled any holes or mounted anything yet. It's just bolted in loosely. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think of that. It's hard to tell. I only want to get on the ground first before I really make a decision, but yeah, it's there. I think all the trim on the car is done now. There's nothing, no big pieces left to install. The only thing I have left are badges on the fender, and I am going to put the lettering back here that says Mustang, because I like that. I think it looks good. Yeah, there it is from the back. That's it. Yeah, I think next, well, I'm still waiting for parts. That'd probably be another week. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end this video off. It's going to be short, kind of annoying, but that's what it is. It's not so terrible out. It's raining. It's supposed to rain for the next week, so I'm not too upset about it. If it was a bright, sunny day, I'd be more upset. But yeah, it's supposed to rain for the next week or two. So, not all that terrible. Yeah, that groundhog. He was sitting right there. I just give him the old, I don't know what he's looking at. It's a little too fuzzy for my liking. But anyways, that's it for now. And thanks for watching. So, next video, probably, I may fix the paint chips that I have on here while we wait for parts. And yeah, I can't do much else. I'm toying with installing a tack as well. I know somebody had mentioned that you should run a tack. The more I think of it, I wasn't going to because it wasn't installed, but I think I might. I do have an older one. I might just wire it up and see what happens, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next video.